Do you need a website made? Do you have an event you want filmed or a promotional video made? Do you have a digital image you need created or photography needs? Help ensure your multimedia project has a real bang. Contact Interrobang Productions. Our courteous and professional staff work with you to ensure your project turns out just the way you want it. Contact us by phone at 613-922-7558 or online at www.interrobangproductions.ca for all your multimedia needs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We were just listening to Eminem sing For the Moment.
That's not too bad, not too bad. Well, that being said, my name is Reception. This is a weekly trending Phantom Show, man, broadcast live here on CKMS Sound FM 1.3 on the FM dial. And based with all that being said, we're just coming back from a two-week break. Because heaven forbids we needed it, and we called it a break because we weren't live on the air. So, one of those things that we get away with. So, that being said, we may be a little lower place today. We do apologize, whatever. Let's get some stuff out of the way here. Again, this is Weekly Trending Phantom Show, my broadcast at CKMS Sound FM 1.3 on the FM dial. You can hear us live through the station's website, which is www.soundfm.ca. Plus, you can see us live on our own website, which is www.wtfshow.com/live. Plus, in South, you can also watch us on the television. You can hear us on the Rogers Television Network, which is 146. Plus, once again, you can see us live on our web, the WTFshow.com/live. Plus, in South, you can follow all of our crazy shenanigans on our Facebook group, which is www.wtfshow.com/Facebook. All that being said, we talked amongst ourselves throughout the break, and basically we are going to talk about TV stuff first. Yay! TV stuff! So, I'm a little winded.
You're a little winded?
You want to go first?
All right. Start off with Dexter.
All right.
Dexter, wow. Quite impressive.
Only one show left.
One show left.
Yeah, and they have to wrap it all up.
Oh, they've got a long way to go.
So what do you think of it overall?
So
sort of interesting. It's sort of ended on. It's sort of an interesting set of events.
An interesting set of events. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I think maybe on the place where I was catching up on Dexter, they only had the last episode being leaving Farewell Miami.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I'm missing one to catch up to, but
possibly. The one the show before that. I think it's when Dex, what's her name's kid, actually comes back and says, "I was locked in a insane asylum, mother. How could you do these things to me? That is so horrible."
We've got then at the end we've got Dr. Vogel being taken out.
Yes, and all basically for the last several shows.
Several shows we've been
talking about. It's the doctor that's doing it all.
Yeah,
it's her. She's old and evil.
But clearly it wasn't.
No, it was your crazy kid that she didn't raise right.
Well. Interesting turn of events with Deborah and Quinn.
Yeah. Oh, very much so.
I kind of figured something along the lines would happen there. It just didn't seem to be working out.
He's into crazy chicks.
He's into crazy chicks, apparently.
They can have crazy babies together.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. What is it? It's an interesting choice to have. Like, they're trying to give a happy ending to Deborah. So
they're trying to. And you know what happens to Deborah every time she gets a happy ending?
Every time she tries to have a happy ending,
the boyfriend dies!
Well, the boyfriend dies, or the boyfriend ends up turning into a serial killer.
Pretty much.
Or both. Well, we still, like, I don't know what happened in the most recent episode because it wasn't up, but
isn't the most recent episode Goodbye Miami?
Yeah,
that's the most recent one.
If that is it, then yeah. I'm pretty sure they said after that there's 2 more episodes left.
Oh, there's 2 more.
There's 2 more, not one.
More left.
No,
I'm mistaken.
We've got Marshall, whatever his face is. I don't know. He's just Marshall. We'll go with that.
We'll call him Marshall.
He's hunting for Hannah McKay. He's on Dexter's tail because Dexter wants to move out of Miami and go to Argentina?
Yep. Don't cry for me, Argentina!
It's all because Dexter wants to move away with Hannah, but doesn't want to tell anybody.
Oh, of course not.
But as soon as he mentions that he's going away, the marshal's like, yeah.
How interesting.
How interesting. You're leaving the country
you're selling
now.
your house and you're losing your walking away from your job,
this is
pulling
kind of
your kid
weird.
in school. What you up to, Dexter Morgan? Why don't we sit down over some nice donuts and talk about it?
That's pretty much how that went.
My goodness. So what else are you watching on TV?
What else am I watching? I'm
assuming Under the Dome.
still watching Under the Dome.
All right, and how's the Dome treat you?
I'm starting to get a little bit. It's digging itself out of the Scooby-Doo.
Yay!
We're gonna go on a little adventure now.
All right.
It's starting to get a little bit more twisty-turny. I really enjoy the fact that we've got I at this point I would call him the main character because he's playing the main character.
You talking about the kid in the basement?
No, not the kid in the basement. The kid in the basement has joined the other Scooby-Doo group.
Oh, that's awesome.
Joining with the egg, which at the moment we hypothesize that this egg thing is the power source for the dome.
Okay, there's an egg thing now?
There's an egg thing now.
All right.
So the Scooby-Doo kids decided that they would triangulate the dome, find out where the center was. So then they went, okay, well, there's got to be something going on there. Why don't we go there? So they went to the center and they found this mini dome around this egg.
Okay.
From there, they've touched this mini dome and had visions of, oh, this person's going to die. And, oh no, we get this message of we should go and do this, or we should go and do that. And then they follow that. And so far, people have died. Most recently, they've been instructed to go and kill the mayor of the town.
Interesting.
Which is very interesting because at the moment, he's the one character that's causing the most trouble for everyone. And the problem is that in this Scooby-Doo group, we've just added the crazy son that was locking up people in the bomb shelter. He's now part of the Scooby-Doo group, and the Scooby-Doo group has been told to go and kill the mayor, which is Psycho Kid's dad. And he doesn't want to go and kill his dad, so that's kind of a little out there.
Interesting.
Aside from that, the main character to me is Dale Barbie.
Okay.
When we initially meet him, he kills one of the only doctor for the town because he's made one too many bets and can't pay up. Okay. He's essentially Dale is just a hired thug to go and collect the payment. But over the course of the show so far, he's been evolving into a good guy. And eventually sleeps with the doctor's wife. Interesting. Yep. The late doctor's wife. She's found out by now and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Things actually seem to be working out between those two right now. The only downside is we have the person that's hired Dale to be the enforcer shows up and goes, "Hi, I know all of your dirty laundry. You're going to listen to me now. You're not going to pay attention to that girl that you're sleeping with right now. You're going to come with me and do what I say." And he goes, "No." So no. So he goes off for the day to go and help out the police officer. No, he goes up to change before he goes out to help out.
All right, makes sense.
And then Maxine, the woman, shows up and shoots the girl that he's sleeping with.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it's that part of the entire Under the Dome story is getting really interesting because important characters are trying to live. People that you want to live are dying. This is not how we want things to go.
I hear you. Well, I got some TV stuff too.
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, I was going to talk about Dexter, but you kind of, got that.
Okay, what do you have?
Oh, well, getting into that.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay.
It's all good. So anyways, one of the things that popped up recently is the WWE came into Toronto last night and did Raw there, and also just taped doing a shoot SmackDown as well. That was very interesting for me to see. Overall, I don't think the show was too bad. I'm still trying to get feedback from other people from that. But however, it's kind of interesting at how you deal with Edge because you open up the show. And the thing is that with Edge, he had some problems with his spine to the point he could no longer actually pursue this particular career anymore. So he had to stop immediately. So based on the height of his career, so I can't go further anymore because all the crazy stuff I've done when I was younger has finally caught up with me. And in my prime, I got to stop. So the thing is that what they did is, since Edge is a huge, name in Toronto, they opened the show with Edge. At the same time, Edge starts opening his mouth going, blah, 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 you people are horrible, blah, 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 type of thing. And at the same time here, what they did for retaliation is they beat up on Edge's tag team partner, which is Christian. And of course, Christian's been out for the last little while because he had a shoulder injury. So it's sort of interesting seeing that being thrown back on the works.
Yeah.
It's interesting how things move from this point forward because supposedly Edge will have a large role to be played on Friday Night SmackDown from WWE, so that would be very interesting. So stay tuned for that. And also on top of all that, I ever heard of a stand-up comedian from London, England, known as Russell Brand by chance?
Russell Brand, I've heard of him.
All right, I'll basically make things a little bit quicker here. Russell Brand got kicked out of the GQ Awards that took place over the weekend, and I could sit here for the next 2 minutes and explain exactly what's going on. But however, we do have a clip, and let's play that for our listeners at home, shall we?
All right, let's roll that.
Awesome.
Thanks. Thanks for this lovely award and accompanying bag. John, that's really kind of you to be sincere and sweet, particularly in this context. Fucking hell. Because this is not designed for sincerity, this environment. You realise we will struggle if we start bringing sincerity into the situation. Thank you. Thank you for me Oracle Award, which to me sounds like something that has recently been made up. Don't sound like a legit award. Fuck, just Oracle Award, will you come? Yeah, Oracle Award. Thank you for Oracle Award. When I was a kid, it was a type of teletext. There were Oracle and CFAX. And they were reliable sources of information, so I'm very grateful to be considered in the same vein as that pixelated news source. Also glad to grace the stage where Boris Johnson has just made light of the use of chemical weapons in Syria, meaning that GQ can now stand for genocide quips. I mention that only to make this next comment a bit lighter, because if any of you that know a little bit about history and fashion will know that Hugo Boss made the uniforms for the Nazis. And the Nazis did have flaws, but, they did look fucking fantastic, let's face it, while they were killing people on the basis of their religion and sexuality. Genocide quips are okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's already been sanctioned. It's all cool. The fellow that does our trains says it's cool. They literally all do go to school together then. Ed Miliband was, so it don't make no fucking difference. Wicked. Wicked. Just might as well vote for one class of really, really rich people. Oh, right. I need to take it seriously. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry, bruv. Come on, Rob. For Wales for the Celts. Now, I am actually grateful to get any award, particularly because it meant, it's an award, isn't it? I remember when I used to just get awards for shagging people and that. From the Sun, and I was always extremely grateful for them, or as I am for this, whether it be for the lower hip activity or the more cerebral activity of writing. I'm very grateful to get this thing. I really do. I hope you have a lovely evening, because I know people that are coming up for awards. Noel's got to get one in a minute, and he said that if I say anything detrimental about him, that he will take the opportunity to proper lay into me. So but we sort of know essentially what Noel will do is a pastiche of an earlier joke, but delivered perhaps very cutely in a way that appeals to the working class, which won't be that fucking relevant in this room. Seriously, I'm double grateful. I'm literally a comedian, and it is my job to make jokes about things. It's like Hugo Boss, it's fair enough. He might not have known. We're selling a lot of these they're flying off the shelves. We had a lot of clients in the 30s and 40s. I can't remember all of them. Did you make a lot of elasticated crotches, Hugo? Does it ring any bells? Hey, listen, no, I'm seriously grateful to be part of the publishing industry, the fashion industry. Fight the power. I'm happy. Don't take life too seriously. Soon we'll all be in the grave. Oh, fuck, shit. And also, there are some people here that are like serious, lovely people. Sir Bobby Charlton, in spite of the preceding somewhat anarchic rampage, what an honour to even be in the same room with you, sir. Noel, good luck being more offensive than that, son. Ta-da.
I love girls. You'll put your number on this paper, cause I would love to date you. Holla at you.
One.
So, how was that, eh?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
So, digging himself a grave here.
Well, the funny thing is that it sort of shows that that the person that owns GQ, which is just checking my notes here, which is what's his name? Hugo's maid. Is that his name? No. Basically, they made the Nazi uniforms. So.
Oh yeah, Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss. I completely screwed it up. Thank you very much for the save there. Appreciate it. So with Hugo Boss basically making the Nazi uniform and stuff like that through GQ there, it's kind of interesting because now we got the United States being posed in the second illegal war against Syria, and it should be interesting how all that plays out because Barack Obama is promising that this will be a small excursion with no boots on the ground. They'll send them the drones and attack them from far away, which is basically a coward's way of doing anything, if you ask me.
So he's sending in the clones?
Oh yeah.
Is it sending in the clones? That'll get the job.
Sending in the clones, sending in the dwarves, sending in, bombing the shit out of this.
Why would we send the dwarves?
I don't know.
Okay.
The whole thing is quite silly, but however, keeping things a little bit lighter here to move forward with some more television stuff here.
Yep.
There was a movie or a short that I was a part of called Case Study 2, which I played this hillbilly character, so not too far of a stretch for yours truly. So the thing is that Tori Langren, who's basically the owner of an independent film company called Candle Flame Films, has broken the television industry with his new TV show called Writer's Craft. And basically Writer's Craft premiered on the weekend, and they showed a combination of Trash, which was another independent mini production he put together, plus on top of that, my film that I was a part of, again, another short called Case Study 2. And basically this particular TV show broadcasts every Saturday at 11 p.m. and of course some parental warning with it as well, but however I saw it all the way it looks absolutely fantastic and I highly recommend it. And yeah, some good stuff with that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so not too bad, not too bad. And with that being said, we're 25 minutes into our actual segment here, but however, we're going to cut things a little bit early today because we started a little bit late. And let's take a break and we'll come back with some more weekly trending fan of goodness here in CKMS, Sound FM, 104.3 on the FM dial. How's that sound, Nigel?
Sounds good.
Awesome, let's cook it up then.